Greetings and welcome again to Drama in the Dirt's Meet the Digger. I'm Pete Floyd, your host. This week we're going to be featuring Mr. Ken King with Digging with DK. Ken, I bet DK stands for Digger Ken. Am I right? Let us know. We trust that you will go to his channel, like and subscribe, and then watch the videos every week. Ken has a unique channel. He visits what's going on in the metal detecting world. So he shares videos from a lot of other diggers. It's an absolutely great channel. He'll take you to Britain or all the other countries where people are digging, and then all over the United States, Canada. So it's a very exciting channel, and we're glad to have him on. I'll be sharing his bio, and we'll hear a little more about that channel. God bless you and keep you. And to everyone out there, may all your digs make you smile. Okay, we have a bio here. This is from DK, from Adventures in Dirt. I believe he also has a Facebook page. I know that he does. And then, of course, his channel. And he writes about me. My real name is Ken King. Raised in San Francisco Bay Area of Northern California, but has lived in Northern Colorado for the past 20 years. Married to wife Sheila. We've been together for 13 years. Father of 6 children, 5 boys and 1 girl. Grandfather to 4.5 grandchildren. That's a big family. I've been working in the construction industry for the past 34 years, and I am a senior project manager for a large specialty contractor. That sounds like a great job. Like I say, we always wonder what people do for a living. So I'm glad that you shared that. Getting started, I've always been interested in treasure hunting. Probably sparked by my father, who was always on the lookout for some lost, forgotten treasure at thrift stores or local dumps. I shared, I think, here a few weeks ago about my grandfather. We had a dump up on the lane and people would stop there. And he would always run up there after they left. I got into gold prospecting upon moving to Colorado and always wanted to metal detect to help search for the nuggets. I'm a gold prospector. We look for Ohio gold. I actually found a nugget, Ken, about the size of a grain of wheat in southern Ohio, which I know is not much, but this area was heavily glaciated. The glaciers pushed gold from Canada down into this area. I know it's been reported, I think southern Indiana, they have a terminal moraine down there where the glacier stopped, and people are actually pulling at one time years ago, probably 100 years ago, actually discovered like pea-sized nuggets, and maybe even some larger. My wife became aware of me wanting one, so she bought me a cheap detector for Christmas one year after seeing a Black Friday deal online. My first find in the backyard was a 1964 Canadian cent, and my second find was a 925 ring from Mexico. I guess you can say I was hooked after that. What machines do I use? I used that cheap detector, which was a Bounty Hunter Time Ranger, for quite a while. Really getting to know it until I bought my first upgrade. Technetics was releasing a new detector fashioned after the Fisher F70 called the Patriot. I purchased the Patriot and learned to use it well. It became my go-to machine. I love that machine. About the same time as the Patriot arrived, I was super fortunate to be randomly selected as the winner of the YouTube giveaway from Saving History with CS Digger, who was celebrating 10,000 subscribers and was giving away a Technetics T2 Classic metal detector. And I won it. Well, that's super. Crazy. So now I had 3 detectors. Currently I use the T2 as my main detector, with the other 2 as backups or loaners to owners that want to try the hobby alongside me while I detect their yards. None of them are waterproof though. So a couple of months ago I ordered my fourth detector, a new Nokta Macro Simplex. Plus it will allow me to detect in the rain and the local rivers and waterways around Colorado. If it ever gets here. What kind of hunting do I like best? My interest in different kinds of detecting changed all the time and usually is determined by what permissions I have or don't have. I will gladly door knock and look for old coins and old pieces of Americana in old neighborhoods. I love to hit the mountains looking for old silver camps, gold camps, or ghost towns and try to get permissions to hunt for relics. I have hit swim beaches around the area, parks, and local soccer fields looking for lost jewelry, but recently my love of relic hunting has taken a big lead due to some epic permissions that have turned out to be a gold mine of old relics dating back to beginning of the move west by pioneers into the territory well before Colorado was a state. We are about as far back in years as you can get in Colorado and have discovered a U.S. cavalry camp dating to the pre-Civil War era. It keeps producing and we can't get enough of it. It has already bolstered my love of relic hunting. The arrival of the Simplex will introduce me to water hunting, so we'll have to wait and see what that yields and how I feel about it. Why did I start a YouTube channel? I've been in computers since the early 80s and have always had an interest in audio-video production since those times. Also, I remember taking a course in high school called Video Communications where we learned to make music videos and mock commercials, and that always really stuck with me as something I really enjoyed. I've tried my hand at voiceover productions and always liked the editing process, having used many different software programs. When I started detecting, I was active on a metal detecting forum, and the owner of that site, the Hunter GT, would make YouTube videos. I thought to myself I could do that, so I started up a YouTube channel and got busy. I also met my detecting partner on that forum site, Tony, with 5280 Adventures. He lived in Colorado and so did I. So we decided to start hunting together. And both started making videos also. It's great to have someone you can share in the success and frustrations of detecting, as well as this crazy thing called YouTube. I currently have over 160 video posted on my channel, Adventures in Dirt, and just reached 3,500 subscribers and 175,000 views. It has been an interesting journey. How did I come up with a weekly dirt show? Living in Colorado, the finds aren't the old, and with my current work schedule of dark to dark 30 throughout the week, my only times to get out are usually on the weekends. Mixed into that, a full family schedule, and it doesn't leave much time to detect, film, edit, etc. I did not think I would be able to compete for views against some other channels that live in a more target-rich environment, so I wanted to come up with something different. Remember that my thoughts were all about me and my channel, and my detecting, and what I was finding or not finding. I was struggling. I needed to do something different. One day the idea came to me. I thought, your channel is Adventures in Dirt, but it doesn't have to be all about your adventures. Why not make it about everyone else's adventures? I like the idea of making my channel to be a service of the community. I loved instead of just serving myself and my own interests. Shortly thereafter, the idea for the weekly dirt was born, but I didn't know if other channels would give me permission to use their content. Why would they? Nobody knew me. I respectfully reached out to some of the larger channels at first to see what kind of response I would get. To my surprise, they agreed and trusted me. I created that first episode and started to reach out to other channels to get permission from them, and had the first episode. I could show them so that they could see what I was up to. And Ken produces just excellent video quality. You can tell he knows his stuff. I don't mean that as flattery, Ken. I'm just saying that's the truth. The first episode aired August 13th, 2017, and I have produced the show every week since then. Weekly Dirt airs every Sunday at 3 p.m. Mountain Time and introduces the audience to some cool finds from the week prior that maybe they did see, introduces them to some great channels that maybe they didn't know about, and keeps the audience up to speed with events and giveaway announcements as I learn about them. I also have a number of personal detecting and other how-to videos uploaded for those who are interested. I love the detecting community and recently attended the Pound the Ground event in upstate New York, where I was able to connect with many friends and make tons more. I will be attending Digging in Virginia next month to some of the awesome Civil War relic hunting. If you have any specific questions for me, please leave them in the comments of this video below, and I will surely try to answer them if I am able. Alright, Ken, thanks so much for sharing that. Again, viewers, I just encourage you to go over and check out his channel. If you have not, please like it and subscribe, and you will be glad you did. Ken, thank you so much for sharing this time with us, and I mean this sincerely. It has really meant a lot to me, and I'm sure will mean a lot to our viewers. Keep those videos coming out. We like what you put out. We know you put a lot of hard work into it, and it has certainly paid off for you. Ken, I want you to know that I really appreciate your channel. It's very commendable what you do, and I think it's exciting that we're able every week to tune in and see what's going in the world of metal detecting. God bless you and yours, and to all of the community out there who's watching, may all your digs make you smile. So we'll be going now to the showroom of finds. Stand by. Ken lives out in Colorado now. I was there, back in 1985. I think it's so neat. You come out of the plains, and then you see these purple mountains sticking up. That must be where they got the song from. The waves of grain, and then they came out and saw the purple mountains. I'll have to Google that. I don't even know who wrote the song. I'll have to Google that. But Colorado is a neat place. We rode motorcycles out there. There was a bunch of us went out there. That was back when I was a lot younger and had a good back. I couldn't ride a motorcycle today if I had to get to the hospital. So, my new glasses. I have to have them. Can't see to read. Remember the old jokes, 4 eyes? all those people making fun of, people wearing glasses. And now they're in their 60s and 70s and they have to wear glasses. I didn't have to wear glasses till I was 45. I was driving down south Springfield, Ohio, and something went out. Pulled the car over, pulled the cover off the fuse panel. Couldn't read it. That's how fast that hit me. I think I was 45 years old then. So since then I've had to wear reading glasses to read. It's a tragedy, and I never thought it would happen to me. Ken said he's originally from the San Francisco area, Bay Area. I bet he knows the words to that song. Remember that song, Ken? I left my heart in San Francisco. And then the newer one, remember that one? If you go to San Francisco, be sure to wear some flowers in your hair. Do you know any flower girls out there? Daisy's up here. You doing all right, Daisy? Huh? I'm trying to talk Daisy into getting a job, but it just hadn't worked out yet. I don't know, it's something about dogs, I don't know. They got, 4 good paws. Seems like you could do something. Can you think of anything you could do? That's what I figured. Call them consumers. Consume. The only thing they put back is, in the backyard. Which is another story in itself. Just tiptoe very carefully. Now, Ken, you got to promise me something, will you? If I find that 2-cent piece, are you with me? If I find my 2-cent piece, will you put me in one of your shows finding it? I promise I'll give you some nice drama in the dirt. How's that? Everybody, and you know the story, everybody has a 2-cent piece but me. Me over this way. There's, I've seen kids find them. And here I am 63 years old and I don't have one. I'm almost thought of buying one on eBay and smearing it with mud and say I dug that. Show it to people. Look what I dug. But I can't do that. It make me feel like a liar. And you know what they say, liar, liar, pants on fire. And I won't cry, I'll just be happy. Well, it works both ways sometimes. I want a legit 2-cent piece that I dug out of the ground. You really don't have to do it if you don't want to. I don't mind. I'll put it in my own show.